Hello everybody. In this video we will give you a basic guide on how to use Hulft Web File Transfer, a tool which enables you to meet compliance requirements transferring files via the internet without compromising performance. In this video we'll give you an overview of Hulft Web File Transfer. Next we'll explore typical enterprise data transfer challenges, and then explain how Hulft Web File Transfer provides a solution. Later we'll detail the tool's functionality, and finally we'll give some real-world case studies. Hulft Web File Transfer is a middleware for reliable and secure uploading and downloading of large files via a standard internet connection. It was created to extend the file transfer capabilities of our managed file transfer product, Hulft 8, which we have covered in other videos. Now let's take a look at the challenges in data exchange with parties located both inside and outside the company. For a typical enterprise, to exchange data between the head office, business sites, or partners, there are three common scenarios. When sending large amounts of data, especially when network conditions are slow or unstable, many companies send media via a courier. This obviously takes time and introduces the risk of package loss or interception. Many companies use various web services. The data is stored by a service provider, often in another country, which can be an issue in terms of compliance. Sophisticated enterprises use managed file transfer middleware such as Hulft to save time, money, and maximize security in exchanging data with multiple sites. However, this can be costly. In the next few slides, we will explain how Hulft Web File Transfer solves the common enterprise data exchange challenges. In this slide, you can see how sending media via courier takes time. Furthermore, there is the risk of the media being damaged, lost, or intercepted. Even if it arrives safely, by the time it can be transferred to the recipient system, the data may be outdated. By using Hulft Web File Transfer, data transfer time can be dramatically cut. Furthermore, it is possible to automate various pre- and post-transfer operations by using the command client. There are a number of well-known web services. Although they are easy to use, the service provider may keep your data in their data centers, which may be located in another country. By using Hulft Web File Transfer, you can safely keep all of your data within your own organization. Using managed file transfer middleware becomes expensive for only sending data to multiple sites. This is because a separate license is required for each instance of the software. Both the sending and receiving end require a license. Furthermore, each instance must be installed, set up, and kept up to date. With Hulft Web File Transfer, you just need an internet connection and browser to enable data transfer to multiple parties. Next, we will introduce the specific functions of Hulft Web File Transfer. Hulft Web File Transfer was developed to be simple, secure, and useful. You can easily upload and download files from a web browser. We provide you abundant security and operation management support functions. It can be automatically integrated with your operating system by using a folder event function. Here's the user interface of Hulft Web File Transfer accessed via web browser. There's no need to download or install software, and you can easily transfer data by simply selecting a file and clicking the upload button. This slide illustrates Hulft Web File Transfer security measures. Data exchange is secured using SSL communication. Data on the server can be stored using AES encryption. The verification function checks if the data was transferred successfully, and user's operation authority can be set in detail through the operation management functions. To ensure secure usage of Hulft Web File Transfer, login through a client certificate is supported. In this way, combined usage of an ID and password authentication and client certificate authentication are possible. Consequently, we can configure a mechanism where access is allowed only from a specific terminal by a user who knows the ID and password, thereby providing additional security. For Hulft integration, using data transfer by Hulft Web File Transfer as a trigger integration with mission-critical systems using Hulft 8 is possible. For application integration, using data transfer by Hulft Web File Transfer as trigger, it is possible to execute other applications. With mail integration, using data transfer by Hulft 8 Web File Transfer as a trigger, automatic email notifications can be sent to designated users. And with moving folders, using data by Hulft Web File Transfer as trigger, it is possible to move a file to any folder within Hulft Web File Transfer. On this and the next slide, we'll go through the four interfaces that can be used to operate Hulft Web File Transfer. Provided as standard, the web browser interface allows easy and intuitive operation. Also offered as standard, our GUI provides functionality that is not possible through a web browser. It allows the transfer of files over 100 megabytes and file designation through a drag and drop. Moving on. Provided as standard, our command client supports both manual and automatic operations. It can be used for batch startup, application integration, and subsequent jobs of Hulft 8. Using the Halft Web File Transfer Web API, you can develop your own custom client to perform operations that are optimal for your business. To wrap up this presentation, we'll present 2 case studies using Halft Web File Transfer. In this first case study, it came time for a finance industry company to replace their aging kiosk terminals. The collection of log data for each terminal relied on a system that was developed in-house, and data was transferred via an expensive dedicated line. By adopting Halft Web File Transfer as the communication platform, it became possible to transfer the web file security through the internet. The standard command client was installed in each terminal, allowing the automated collection of log data. As a result, they both reduced cost and improved efficiency. In this next case study, a software vendor's help desk operation had challenges with the transfer of research materials such as dump files. They were using FTP, which lacks security measures to protect confidential files, such as the research materials for each partner company. Still, on the second case study, thanks to Halft Web File Transfer, the software vendor was able to ensure secure file transfer via the internet, thereby reducing cost. And they were also able to limit their help desk operations to only being able to access the specific files and folders they needed for their work. In addition, automatic deletion processes were set up so that after transfer, sensitive files were removed. Their security concerns were solved while lowering cost and improving efficiency. This concludes our presentation on Halft Web File Transfer. Thank you for watching. For more information, please visit our website, halft.com.